in my living room,
Hey.
makeshift studio.
Good evening, everybody, and it's a late one tonight. We've got the wonderful John Cobb here. He's at Elvis ETA. Tell us about yourself, John. John, tell us about yourself.
Steve, your voice is choppy again.
Okay, tell us about yourself, John.
Can't understand you.
Okay. Okay. Start singing, John.
Turn my mute on and off and see if it'll help out. Can you talk to me now?
There? Are you there? Are you okay?
No, I can't hear you, Steve.
Right. Okay. Hello.
Can you hear me
Hello?
okay?
I can't yet.
I see you shaking your head, but I'm sorry, it's real choppy on my end.
Real choppy. I can hear you.
It did that earlier, but then it cleared up for you.
Yeah, I can hear you
There
now.
you go. Now I hear you.
I was saying, John,
I can hear you.
tell everybody what you do.
Alrighty. Well, besides being an Elvis tribute artist in my daytime or nighttime job, I'm actually a UPS driver. I've been driving for UPS for about 34 years now, and I'm getting real close to retiring to maybe start doing this Elvis a little bit more than just just a part-time kind of job. So that's what I do for a living. I drive a big brown UPS truck.
And why Elvis, John?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, it really, in all honesty, it started back in '97. I grew these pork chops whenever we went on strike, and then I kept my pork chops, and then everybody just started calling me Elvis here and there. And I played drums for a classic rock and blues band, and every Halloween I dress up as Elvis. And then when I got married about close to 10 years ago, my wife asked if I would dress up and actually sing Elvis for her aunt at our reception. And I bought me a little $25, $30 cheap suit off of eBay and did it. And she just fell in love. She said, "You need to do this. You need this." And here we are, instead of $25 ones, I'm buying $2,500 outfits. So it's just it's just a lot of fun. I mean, who else than to be able to emulate or pay tribute to in my mind and a lot of people's minds, hands down the greatest entertainer the world has ever seen. So I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Get a lot of support from my family. My wife she loves what I do, and it's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun, sir.
Does she like your singing?
Sir?
Does she like your singing?
My aunt did, yeah. Like I said, she fell in love with that, and my wife, when I sing, she doesn't turn her nose up at me, so I'm assuming she likes that too. So, especially when I sing "Suspicious Mind," that's her favorite song. But I tend to do with my figure and all that. I tend to do more of the later Elvis stuff. So that's not one of my strongest songs I like to move to. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, she enjoys it.
Good. What's your favorite Elvis song?
When it comes to gospel, my favorite gospel song, because my grandmother, it was her favorite, is "Peace in the Valley." As far as his anthem goes, what I feel was the song, although it wasn't written for Elvis, it feels like it was when you sing it, is My Way.
Yeah.
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites. But as far as picking one song, if I had to pick one song to save my life, I'd just say, hey, stir them all up in a bucket, and I'll pick one of them out, and there you go.
Okay. What's your first song, John?
Well, I'll think the first song, if I can read it, is You Give Me a Mountain.
You carry on, mate.
All right, sir. Thank you. Born in the heat of desert, my mother died giving me life. The pride of the love of a father, blamed for the loss of his wife. You know, Lord, I've been in a prison for something that I've never done. It's been one hill after another. I've climbed them all one by one. Oh, but this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain. Hey! A mountain, you know I never climbed. It is on, Lord, a hill any longer. You gave me a mountain this time. Whoa, my woman got tired of the heartache, tired of the grief and of the strife. So tired of working for nothing, just tired of being my wife. She took my warrior sunshine, she took my pride and my joy, she took my reason for living, she took my small baby boy. Oh, but this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain, hey! A mountain, you know I never climb. It is on your hill any longer. You gave me a mountain this time. You gave me a mountain this time. A mountain this time. Oh,
That was very good, John. Very
thank you,
good.
sir. Sound
That
come
was
out
good.
all right on it? Is it too loud over here?
No, it's okay. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Good.
How many costumes have you got, John?
Well, I have now four costumes. I have I started out with a nailhead spectrum suit. Was my first. Actually, I had a concho suit built by a local lady that we live by here. But the fit wasn't right. I had a little buddy of mine, Al Jocelyn, looked at me and said, "Hey, man, you need to do something with the fit of your suits. Give me some great constructive criticism there." And it was just too loose for me. So I had the nailhead spectrum suit from Pro Elvis that I'd gotten. And then it went from there. I got the fringe suit. Then the portlet eyelet suit.
All right, yeah.
And this is the custom one. This is one I had. The other ones I got the ready to wear ones, and this is the one I had custom made. So this is a sundial. Like I said, I'm gonna start kind of specializing in the late '70s, especially when when next contest that I enter. kind of stick with the '70s look because that's just kind of the way I'm built, I guess. But yeah, I got 4 suits total right now.
Have you ever been to Porth Core in the UK?
Have I ever been over there?
Yeah.
No, I'd love to go though. I mean, I just I know pictures doesn't do it justice, but I'd love to come over to the UK and visit the countryside. But yeah, hey, find me a place to play, man. I'll fly right on over.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Um, wait, of course. What are you getting on with the COVID at the moment over where you are?
Well, we were in the low 70s and 70s and mid 70s actually. And we just had a cold front roll in, and now we're in the mid 40s. So it's all right. I'm a firm believer in cold weather doesn't really bother me because you can always layer up, but it's the hot weather. You can only take off so much before you get in trouble and get arrested. So cold
Yes,
weather
yeah.
really doesn't bother me.
Good. Um, do you when you do your gigs, do you ever get any embarrassing moments?
Yeah, I've had
Come on. I ask everybody this.
yeah, oh yeah. The way she makes these belts now, they got a little hook in them, but the other ones have little snaps on them. And I've had a belt slap. I didn't have one of the buckles done, and it popped off on me. And yeah, that as far as suit wise goes. But embarrassing moments. Sometimes I'm very easily distracted, so all it takes is when I'm singing is somebody to come up there and start talking to me while I'm singing, or somebody, hell, he could just be waving at me, and sometimes I'll lose track of my song, and there the song escapes me, and then I got to play catch up in my head where I was at and all that. But yeah, it happens on
Yeah.
occasion.
Yeah. Okay. What song you going to sing for us now?
Well, I actually got my way dialed up, but I'll tell you what. How about we do a Christmas song? That'd be all right.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. You carry on.
Okay. All right. Let me get my specs back on here. Somewhere in the distant night, I hear Christmas bells. The gentle snow keeps falling down. People who are homeward bound. That's the way it's always been. The circle never really ends. Christmas seems to come and go from some place that I don't know. Holly leaves and Christmas trees, it's that time of year. Lights aglow and mistletoe don't mean a thing when you're not here. Walk this lonely street, the sound of snow beneath my feet. It makes me think of how it used to be when holly leaves and Christmas trees. It used to mean so much to me.
Brilliant. That was very nice, John. Very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Very
Uh,
nice. Uh,
Hey, let me ask you something, Steve. How long have you been doing the podcast?
I've been doing the podcast now for around about 6 months.
Okay. You like
I've
doing it?
got. Oh, I love it. I love it. It helps me because I had a stroke, see, and in the past, and it just helps me for confidence. I have met so many lovely people. It's helped them too.
Yeah.
I just don't get Elvis ETAs on. I also get members, from all different things like doctors and medical stuff, and
Right.
um, and we're kind of like on Saturday or Sunday this week. We're doing a great big charity event. I don't know if you're part of that. Have you been asked to be part of that?
No, sir. No, sir. I sure haven't.
Yeah, it's all the Elvis ETAs. Some of the Elvis ETAs
Okay.
are doing something for charity.
Right.
It's down the bottom of this box here, and they're raising money for Mind, which is for mental health,
Okay.
and and they're doing it for nothing, so they're just doing a spot. And so if you want to take part in that, I'm sure they can put you in.
Well, I'd love to. Yeah. I mean, like I said, with my job, working. But if it's on the weekend, later in the evening or something like that, unfortunately, Big Brown keeps me from daylight to dark during the week. But
Yeah,
I'd love to. Yeah, I have.
yeah.
Send me the
I'll ask.
information.
Yeah, I'll get the information. I'll get somebody to contact you,
Sounds
and they will
good.
contact. I'm organising it all, but we have different people organise different things. Yeah.
Okay.
So we always do interviews. We interview all sorts of people, and we also help people out as well. Like with counselling, we got and
Okay.
give them help and support and everything.
Well,
Because
that's good. That's good. I had my oldest, one of my next oldest sister had a bout with breast cancer a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that.
yeah, and also what we do is like we support people, but there's a lot of people are staying at home at the moment, you
Yes,
know, and what we do is we try to get entertainment into their home.
that'll work.
So that's what we do.
Hey, that's what this is all about. So yeah, I'd love to be able to take part in something
Yeah,
like
yeah, we
that.
love
Hey, I
it. Yeah.
noticed you also sent me a leaked had a picture of a Spitfire in there. Are you an airplane aficionado?
I like airplanes.
Oh, well, so do I.
Yeah,
I eat, breathe, and live them. So especially
yeah,
warbirds. So World War II warbirds. So yeah, that's cool.
yeah, yeah. I love it.
Hey,
Yeah, I love airplanes.
one of these days, my younger brother and myself, it's on our bucket list to come over to Duxford and catch that big air show they have over there. So
All
one of these
right,
years, I'll be over there.
good man. We catch up and have a drink or something. Yeah. Okay. So have you ever been to Memphis?
Yes, sir. Sure have. The first time when I started really kind of getting into this, my wife and I had never been to Memphis, and then for Elvis Week, and she's like, hey, just plan to go. So we were planning on going for the 40th. Now this is the 40th, a couple years back, and uh, so go. One of the ladies at work I mentioned that I was going to go there, and she said, well, hey, I have somebody that still works at Graceland. So made long story short, I got into contact with Danny McGorkle and was able to snag a 30-minute set underneath the tent, the entertainment tent there on the 40th anniversary of his passing, Elvis Week, on the 40th Elvis Week.
Oh,
And I tell you what, that was our first time there, first time being in Memphis, and my wife and I had the biggest time. Went all the way through Graceland, toured. This is before they built the new complex that they have now.
yeah, the
And
museum and everything. Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, it's beautiful now. I mean, when we went through, it had all the racquetball court had all the records, from the floor to the ceiling. And now it's all moved over to where you can actually see, they're all at eye level now. So it's really cool. But yeah, we had a great time Memphis is a great place, and of course they have great
Yeah.
food there too. So we had enjoyed the ribs there.
Did you ever go to Sun Records?
Yes, went to Sun Records. We did that, and they have a microphone in there that supposedly the Phillips family said that was the one that Elvis and everybody did the recording on, and it's a Shure 55 microphone that you can actually hold, touch, sing into it if you wanted to or whatever. But yeah, we went there, and that's, I mean, you know what, getting into this, and the more I'm doing it, the more you find out about the history, the little bit nuances of where he used to live. We went by all the Humes High School and went by all the different places that he lived at, and but to actually go to Sun Studio where basically the rock and roll started. I mean, that was just amazing to be able to stand in the presence of where it all took place and all started. So that was really cool.
Great.
Have you ever been stateside?
I haven't. I've never been to the USA. Never been. I've never been to the USA. You know, I haven't been. Well, I was supposed to have gone a few years ago,
Yeah.
but I never been. I was taken ill, so I couldn't go. I was just thinking, what's your favorite Elvis film?
Film?
Yeah.
You know, they're all good, but the Viva Las Vegas, Ann Margaret in there. I guess Ann Margaret puts that little one over the top. With seeing her in there, it just kind of makes that one a little bit extra special for me.
Right. Okay. I like Blue Hawaii. I do.
Yeah, I haven't seen them all. I mean, I'm gonna lie to you, and I haven't seen that one yet. But my wife and I have watched probably about a little over a dozen of them, and so far, Viva Las Vegas is my favorite of them all. Of course, you really can't. My aunt grew up with, when I first started doing this. My oldest aunt on my mom's side had told me that whenever Love Me Tender came out, she said as soon as the credits started rolling, the movie started. She said, and of course, I think she was an older teenager at the time, but the younger teenagers, she said they just started screaming. I couldn't hear the movie and all that, but that was actually our first one we saw was Love Me Tender, and I wanted to see it first because of that story that my aunt had told me, and then plus it was the first one that he made, so why not bet the first movie that I see of Elvis be the first one that he made. So yeah, that was good. It was a lot of fun.
Very good. What are you going to sing for us now?
Well, how much more time we have?
We got enough time.
Okay. All right.
We got around about. We got 15 minutes left.
Okay. We'll do another Christmas song.
Okay.
This one, this song is had a cousin that passed away a couple of years ago, and this was his favorite Christmas song, and it's really probably one of my favorite songs. I'll be so blue, just thinking about you. Decorations of red on the green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. Those blue snowflakes start falling. That's when those blue memories start calling. Yeah, we do. It's not right with your Christmas of white, but have a blue Christmas. something alright with your Christmas one. Have a blue Christmas.
Well done. Well done. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Thank
Um,
you.
when you kind of went over to when you went over to House's home and everything, um, people say to me when they go into the home, they feel like a presence,
Yes.
of Elvis and everything. Did you get that?
Yes. I know to some it may sound corny or whatever, but yeah, it's you know it's just a feeling that kind of the ambiance in the air that it may be just because you're in the place that he's around. I kind of think his presence is still in Graceland, very well in Graceland. So yeah, it was uh, uh, very, very much that we got that feeling walking through there and going through and really seeing the jungle room, they call it, where he
Yeah,
recorded
yeah.
that one album in, to see it actually in person, it's pretty amazing.
Brilliant. Um, when you were younger, what kind of like music were you into?
Well, probably going to get myself in trouble with this one, but growing up, I was a teenager I was born in '67, so I was a teenager in the '80s, and I was real big into all the hair bands, and it really, big into hair bands. Not the only thing I listen to. When somebody asks me what kind of music I like listening to, I tell them I like anything that sounds good, and that's across the board from classical music to like some jazz, even some hip hop stuff I can listen to, country. But my main staple, what I like to listen to, is rock and roll, and kind of the little. I was a big Devo fan and B-52s fan, so I was a little bit out on the fringe side. I mean, I like listening to the quirky side of music too. So
Hmm. What's the highest kind of like audience you played at?
the what now?
What's the what's the highest audience that you played at? How many people?
Largest, you know what I'm thinking is probably about 60 or so people, 60 or 70 people. That there's a winery that is right down the road from us. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to play there next weekend if our governor doesn't shut everything down and everything. But the first night I was there, it was that I played there. It was uh, I think it was close about 80 people or so. It kind of so from then on they had to do tickets and kind of throttle the thing down a little bit. But about 80 people is what I played for first. My biggest crowd so far. But I mean, no, that's on my own gigs. But I've been to three of the the EP expos, and I forgot all about those the contests, and they had a couple 300 people, 300-400 people in the audience. So I guess that's the biggest I've played for there at the contest
Right. Okay.
competition. Yeah, I
Okay.
tell you what, it's playing for one or playing for 400. It's exciting to be able to get up on the stage and be able to do something and kind of pour my heart out into what I do. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well done for that. Um, if you saw Elvis today, I ask everybody this.
Yeah.
What would what would you actually say to him?
Well, after I picked myself up from being flat on the ground in shock and passing out, uh, you know what? Uh, hmm. Well, that's a good question, Steve. I like that. I like that. I'd probably, if I saw him, if one chance to ask him a question was, I'd probably ask him if he thought it was all worth it. What
Okay.
his legacy. If he thought it was all worth what he did, which I'm sure the answer would be a resounding yes. But I mean, I guess that's one question I'd ask him.
Um, rock and roll. Um, back in the 1960s.
Yeah.
Many people didn't like rock and roll. They thought rock and roll, they thought Elvis and what lot was a part of like a cult,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you read that. Um, what do you think? What do you think of today's music and back in the '60s?
Well, that's kind of funny. It's just like everybody, the parents don't like what the next generation music's coming up, and that's why I kind of, you know, I personally, especially with the way country has taken off, the country music. I mean, I'm old school, Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah,
style.
yeah,
Some of the red dirt country that's out of Texas, they call it red dirt country. I like that, but the mainstream country, I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. But it's just like with everything else. The older generation has a harder time accepting the newer music. I know, you can't fight it. I mean, there's no, it's just like they said, rock and roll is here to stay. Well, this music that's out there now, whether you like it or not, I mean, the younger kids are eating it up. It's just not my cup of tea for most of it, but I mean, that's why I spend when we're in the car, it's XM channel 19, Elvis channel. So there's just those classics. I mean, that they never go out of style. 50 years later, 60 years later, and they're still just a good, tap your foot kind of music. It just is timeless, absolutely timeless.
yeah. How much memorabilia have you got?
I really don't have a whole lot. I spent all my money on my stuff. Is my toys, my model airplanes, and stuff that I did, as a childhood from my childhood. But my aunt, one of my aunts from my dad's side, used to work at Cress's Records in Houston, and uh, Elvis, whenever he was delivering for dealers or doing the truck driving, would come in, and she would say that he would come in, he'd want to listen to the gospel, listen to other stuff, but she wouldn't let him open them up and listen to the records, and it kind of she said that he was a little bit like kind of come on trying to put the smooth talker a little bit to get her to let him play the records, but she wouldn't do it because as per company policy, and she had gotten after Elvis had made it, she had gotten a Christmas card from the Colonel and Elvis. And when she passed on a couple years ago, my cousins pulled it out of the scrapbook that she had it in and give it to me. So I got to actually, she told me about it all this time, but couldn't find the photo album. But I actually got to see it, and it was addressed to her and had a little note in there to 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 Josie Ruffino. That was her name, and so I thought that was pretty cool. And she always told my uncle Albert, great man, he's a Korean War veteran. She told him, Albert, you make me mad. She said, I was this close from being Miss Presley.
Now, what song are you going to sing for us now?
Um, I guess wrap it up. I guess I like to do my way. That's what I like to pretty much in the. We're
You carry
still.
on. This is my favourite.
Okay. Well, I hope we do it. Hope we do you justice on it. Let me see if I can get it dialed up here. Now, I'll tell you what. Let me restart this for you, Steve. Sometimes
You
this
carry
song
on.
tricks me on what's coming on. Now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll see it clear, I'll see it true, which I'm certain I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, more and more, much more than this I did. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. One of a time, I'm sure you knew, when I get old, more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I hid up and stood out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. Love, I've laughed and cried. I had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. No, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he done? Who has not himself, and he has not still say the words he truly feels, and not the words of what he feels. The record shows I took the blow and did it my way. The record shows I took the blow and did it my way.
Well done.
I'm sorry, man. I kind of messed up. And that's what I'll tell you about. Whenever I get, messed up a little bit, my head starts going, and it was kind of a little bit taking me a little bit to get that song under my belt. So.
Do not worry. Do not worry. You go and get a drink. I'm going to play a video. All right, guys. This is a video now of Elvis movies at home. I'm going to give John a 2-minute break for a sec, and we'll be right back.
All right.
All right, John. Just play this video for a minute.
My baby's crazy about Elvis, being crazy about me. My baby's nuts about Elvis, ain't nuts about me. My baby goes to over Elvis, as plain to see. When my knees go weak like a jelly pie, I see her swooning for the doggone sky. My baby was crazy about Elvis. She preach about me. My baby just talks about Elvis every day of the week. I know it's gonna be Elvis every time she's speaking. Well, my head is spinning and I'm sick as the world. I'm tired of hearing that heartbreak hotel. It's my baby's crazy about Elvis. He's crazy about her. My baby just talks about Elvis every day of the week. I don't know where it's gonna be held. Every time she's speaking, well, I'm a head spinning, I'm sick of the world. I'm tired of hearing that heartbreak hotel and tell my baby's
Oh, crazy cat.
There you go.
All right.
Hello. Okay. Um. So, um, we talked about the So, how long have you been doing Elvis now? How long have you been doing Elvis now? Being Elvis impersonator?
I started by, like I said, this coming October, we just celebrated our 9th anniversary. So that night was the first time I actually sang Elvis for anybody. So it's a little over 9 years ago. We got married in October. And so it's just a little over 9 years I actually started doing it. But I got my first, I'll say seriously, as far as doing it, first show, it's been about 7 years, I guess, 8 years, I guess, doing it. Started playing it. I started out at a little Mexican restaurant in Marlin, Texas called Cactus. And
Yeah.
I still play. He moved over to Hearn, Texas, and Bremont. And I still on occasionally play over there. You know, just COVID, it's basically shutting me down. Just if I play next weekend, it'll be the first time I played a gig in several months. So, but yeah, about seriously about 8 years, I guess. Say about 8 years. To make the short answer really long.
Yeah. What are you going to play for us next?
Well, I guess I've dialed up is one of the songs that he sung in this suit, but it's Olivia Newton-John's song, and give it a shot. You came when I was happy in your sunshine. I grew to love you more each passing day. For too long, I built my world around you. And I pray you love enough of me to stay. So if you love me, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I can't take another minute of a day without you in it. If you love me, let it be. If you don't, set me free. Yeah, take these things away. Keep me loving you. The arms that open wide to hold me closer. The hands that run their fingers through my hair. The smile that says hello. It's good to see you. Every time I turn around to find you there. Well, if this is so much more that makes me love you, what else can I do to make you see? Long, long. You know you'll have whatever's mine to give you. Yeah, the love affair for what it could never be. know, baby, love, let me go. I can't take another minute of a day without you in. If you love me, let it be. Baby, love, set me free. He'll take these chains away. Keep me loving you. He'll take these chains away. Keep me loving you.
Brilliant, brilliant. To ask you a great big favour, would you mind singing Suspicious Minds, please?
Oh boy.
I'll tell you
Man,
why.
I didn't know there's gonna be no trick questions in here.
You must have heard of me then, haven't you?
Right. All right, let me find it real quick here.
Sorry. I love Suspicious Minds.
All right.
And that gospel one, Why Me, Lord?
Well, I haven't learned that one yet. I have the music for it, but that's in the queue for me to learn. But I haven't
All right.
it yet. All right. You asked for it, Steve.
I love Suspicious Minds. I'm sorry, but
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see?
what could you see?
What you're doing to me?
What you doing to me?
When you don't believe a word I'm saying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. And we can't feel love on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know, curly hairy, I say hello, would I still see a suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. You can see the tears that real I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. And we can't feel love on suspicious minds. Oh, let our love survive. Oh, no. I'll dry the sweat from your eyes. There's no let a good thing die. You know, honey. You know I've never
Not allowed to.
lied to you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not much. Yeah. We're caught in the trap.
in the trap.
I can't walk out
Mm-hmm.
because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I'm saying. Don't you know we're caught in the trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word. We're caught in the trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know? Caught in a trap. Can't walk out now, baby. I hope this suit don't tear up, baby. Don't you know? All in the trunk. I can't walk out because I love you too much. All in the trunk. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
Right on. I even got a pair of knickers to chuck at you. That
Thanks. I hope you enjoyed that.
was brilliant. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Um,
Hey, I owe you one now.
anytime. Can you play a last song for us before we
Alrighty.
go?
All
All
right.
right.
Tell you what. I'd like to say. I know we had a little timing issues getting this show going, but I appreciate your patience with me, with my crazy life I have over here, and it's a real pleasure and honor to be on your podcast. And thank you so much, Steve, for allowing me on here. And I had a great
Well,
time.
can I
I look
just say,
forward to getting back with me on that fundraiser, that charity event. I'd love to do
can I
it.
just say something to you?
Sure.
This is what I'm going to say to you. You're not only on podcast, you're also on radio.
What?
Yeah, you're on
Nice.
radio.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
nice.
on radio. And I'll tell you how many people have I got. I'm going to give you some news now. At 12 o'clock tonight, since we started, and we've gone over the time, basically. Who cares, eh?
Right.
We've had around about 250 on here.
Wow.
But then the video will go up anyway in numbers when other people will see it.
Okay.
But if I told you on my radio station at this moment in time, I have actually got. Let me tell you what I got, because I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. You sing another song, and I'll get you the figure for you.
Okay. All right, let me dial one up here. It's another Christmas song. Midnight praise, so softly whispered in a cathedral's candlelight. Message of the holiday on a snowy Christmas night. Holly wreath and hidden mistletoe, symbols of the season's mind. Joyful faces everywhere you go on a snowy Christmas night. Give thanks for all you've been blessed with, and hold your loved ones tight. For you know the Lord has been good to you on a snowy Christmas night. Mother Nature wears a bridal gown, for the world is dressed in white. There's a silent glow that fills the earth on a snowy Christmas night. Give thanks for all you've been blessed with, and hold your love's tight. For you know the world has been good to you on a snowy Christmas night. For you know the world has been good to you on a snowy Christmas
Brilliant, brilliant.
night.
Here you go. This is your figure for tonight.
Alrighty.
Dun 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 dun
Drum roll.
dun. Yeah. This is our site, and here we go. 2,820.
Wow.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it now. Wow.
And the online users at the moment, it's me and somebody else because we're like the online users because we're doing the website, you know. So it's
Wow.
2,820 on the radio.
Wow. I'd like to say hi and thank you so much to all 2,820 of you. It's an honor to be here and to be out there. You guys listen to me. Thank you so much. It's very humbling, and I don't know what else to say, but thank y'all so much.
That's all right. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
But listen, I thank you very much for coming on.
Oh, you bet.
You've been a right.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, anytime. And come back on some other time because we would love to see you again.
That'll
In
work.
the meantime, yeah. In the meantime, if I send you a link, would it be possible if you could kind of like leave us like a review, and
Sure.
I'll be so grateful for that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, everybody, this is John Cobb, and he's done a fantastic job. And contact John on his Facebook site and everything, and he will probably add you or keep you in
You bet.
contact what you do. God bless everybody. Good night. I'm going to be back tomorrow with some more interesting people and some more rock and roll. And also join me in the morning for the breakfast show where I've got plenty of music going on there. So from me and John, good night everybody and God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Bye bye. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Steve.
Anytime, mate. Anytime.
All right.
There you go, guys. Thank you very much. Good night, guys. Bye bye.